Okay. This is a boring looking original in some ways, but we can make hopefully something good of it. How big we're going to make it? Actually, yeah, 141.4. Let's see how we go. Whoops, do we want this? I'm wondering, I just accidentally hit that, but I'm thinking maybe I'll take advantage of that. See how we go. Going to turn it into a negative positive. I wonder what background colour we're going to give it. So we're just going to go here and, hang on, we're going to go there. Pretty hot today. Bit of the old climate change and global warming rearing its head again in the middle of winter. Well, it's actually late winter now. We're now in the latter phases of winter, just after the middle of winter we've just cleared. I haven't actually had to wear a snow jacket this year, which is really odd. So you can tell it's just not natural, this kind of warm up. I feel like taking my jacket off. It's getting hot. Let's see what we've got. We've got here something we found this morning. It says Robitussin, cough and chest congestion. So this is basically to help deal with the physical symptoms of a cold or flu, which, yuck, I don't like either. But I don't really like relying on these preparations, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is winter, it's still winter, and yeah, more people get colds in winter than any other time. I must say I tend to catch colds and flu more often in the warmer months. So that looks interesting. That is funny. I'm wondering if we're going to do something else or do it differently. So I'm wondering if we can do something with this. So let's see how we go. So we're just going to take this and throw it aside in the recycle pile. We're going to make something interesting out of this, I hope. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't think it's going to work like that. Right, we're just going to put that down. I'm going to make a mirror image out of it. Let's see how we go. So we're just going to go put it down, and we're going to go here, and we're going to take off. Hang on, what are we doing now? Okay. We're going to leave it on that. We're going to do something weird. We're going to make this look, we're going to reverse it back to positive mode and see what colour changes have occurred. So let's just see how this works. That scanner is making a terrible squeak. So let's see if we can make this go back to positive and distort the colours. Let's see how that works. We're going to have to do something with it though, but it doesn't look much different from the original, so I'm wondering if it's worth it or maybe not. So I'm wondering what I'm going to do with this silly thing. Honestly, it's one of those ones I just can't seem to find anything good enough for. So I'm wondering, right, what are we going to do with this? And we've enlarged it too. We forgot to switch off this. And I think we've got a bit of a border there, so we can't do it like that. So we're just going to leave it on that for now. We're just going to, I've got a bit of dirtiness, I've got a bit of hair. So a piece of hair is on this. Yuck. Just had to pull that off. It looked like pubic hair, unfortunately. Sorry, folks. Yuck. I don't know where that came from. So let's see if we can just enlarge this section. So I'm wondering if we're going to enlarge. We're going to enlarge a little bit, so I don't know what we're going to do with it. So we're just going to try. Going to keep it on that, but we're going to add a little bit extra. So we're going to call it 145 that way and 145 this way. So I think, yeah, the enlargement seemed to work well. I'm just questioning whether we're still going to keep the negative positive, if we're going to remove it or keep it. So what are we going to do with this shit? Going here and going to make the hue cold, and this going to make it hot, and we don't want just the same green as the original. We want we want distortion in the colour, and this scanner's really squeaking like fuck. So let's see how we go. So let's see if we've made this look better. It's a little bit wishy-washy now. We've got a wishy-washy kind of green. In some ways it looks nice. Wondering, now that's a good question. I'm having problems with this one. The green here looks too much like the brand green, the original brand green. So I'm wondering if we're going to do anything more to this. This looks nice, that colour there. So I'm wondering, this looks like it's going to be the centre. So I'm wondering what we're going to do with this colour-wise. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to set copied paper. Now let's try it. Normally I set copied paper, so that might be why it's turned out somewhat wishy-washy. It should be a lot bolder, hopefully. Well, that's what logic dictates in my mind, is that it's going to be bolder. It's going to be a more bold. It's not that much bold. It looks almost the same. So we just got that one, and we got this one. Strangely enough, it doesn't look much different. This is a lighter green. I'm wondering if we're going to do anything more to it. I hate when things don't go as well as I'd like them to. So I'm wondering if we're going to forget about negative positive. We're not going to fuck with that anymore. That's just producing shit. Bit of an experiment that just didn't quite work. So the hue, we're going to leave it at cold. Red is going to be there. I'm wondering if I was thinking turning it to blue, but we're going to see how it goes. We're just going to have it on negative. I mean, it's in positive mode, but we're photocopying a negative. So when you photocopy a negative in positive mode, it stays negative. I know this sounds a bit difficult to grasp, but it's true. So yeah, let's see how that looks. Whoa, that looks really quite nice, actually. It's not too bad. It's very red. It's very hot. And you can see there, that looks interesting. So I think that looks a lot better. So this, I think, is the centre because it's got the human shape. So we're going to just work with this. We're just putting the other ones aside, and we're just going to make a mirror image as usual. So yeah, this is a very red looking outcome. This demo is going to be prolongated, as it often is. Trying to work out creative ways to do things, but anyway. So this is our second quadrant. So that goes there. I like the colours in that. That looked really nice. I was thinking that looked like a good central theme, but I think the person looks more, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's more than one way to do a mirror image a lot of the time. So yeah, so let's see what we do here. We're just going to switch that on. We're just going to dial up 2 sets and just get it going. Oh, that sounds terrible, that squeak. Okay, let's see how this one's come up. So that's got the red. So we've made this look nice and warm, nice and hot in most cases, in most ways. So we're just going to line these up a bit, line these up as best as we can. So that's that one. And then we line up this one. Oops, we just nudged it. Shit. Fuck, I hate that. See if I can. Oh, I've nudged it again. We're just nudging things, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's a real pain in the ass trying to line these up as best as I can. I think we can call that one done. It's interesting. So let's see if we can call that one quits.